No NBA, no March Madness. I can't even get more of this stuff right here. Are we in danger of losing the NFL? I'm talking about that. Derrick Henry, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt, Tom Brady intro. Top 5 running back.
You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Take a lap. The coronavirus has taken out March Madness, the NBA. I love football. I almost equally love March Madness in the bracket. I am bummed. I'm beyond bummed. Should we be concerned about the NFL? The answer is yes. If you told me 2 days ago, even 1 day ago, that March Madness would be canceled, all of it, because of the coronavirus, I would have told you you are crazy. Anything can happen at this point, and there's a good chance, I'm no doctor, but there's a good chance that this thing's going to get worse before it gets better. And some of that, I'm talking to the panic of it and the escalation. Someone's going to get sick here and there. Soon everybody's going to know somebody that's had it, or be very close to somebody that knows somebody that has it. Right now, so many people could carry this thing. Again, I'm no doctor. Based on what I know here at the Fantasy Football Show, you could have, a lot of people have this and don't know it, and they can spread it. They can be a carrier of it. So more occurrences will pop up. It's inevitable. You can't get toilet paper. When you think about it, if somebody in your workplace gets it, the entire place is going to get shut down. It's going to be one by one people reacting. The upswing of this thing could be weeks away. It could be days away. I could be wrong, but I'm predicting that things get a little worse before they get better. The economy's bouncing back today. That could change, and it could drop on Monday. People won't be as afraid a couple weeks from now. I think if the NFL, as long as the NFL's patient with making big decisions, they could push this back and that back. I think we're going to be okay. And this ESPN report came out today that the NFL has no plans to delay the start of the new year. The NFLPA vote to ratify the new CBA is still scheduled to occur Saturday, March 14th. This is all good news. And again, if the NFL is patient, and I believe Goodell will be, we'll get through the bigger part of this before any big decisions have to be made. The thing with the NBA and March Madness is the coronavirus is literally at the doorstep. I believe months from now, even if this thing's still lingering around, we're going to have a better handle on it mentally, emotionally, as a society. And I believe the NFL will be okay. I'm still worried. Don't get me wrong. I'm in panic mode inside my own head right now. What am I going to do if there's no NFL season? But we are such a ways away from that. Let's all take a deep breath and start looking at fantasy football again. As we report on this, don't think I'm definitely going to be talking about the coronavirus and giving you updates. Is stuff we need to talk about. I know some of you might get tired of hearing about it, but it's important information. It affects so many different things in our lives. So expect the coronavirus to be a regular on the show when we do news updates. And President Trump just announced a state of emergency. It's a big deal. Wash your hands, stay safe, and get that toilet paper. If you see any of it anywhere, just scoop it up and grab that shit. Next topic. Derrick Henry, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt, the top running back free agents on the market. All of them are looking for homes. Derrick Henry most likely going to be retained by the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are going to bring a big deal, according to reports, and I think he ends up being a Titan again in 2020 and beyond. I think most people expect that. And he wants to be in Tennessee. This is going to be really tough to not get done for the Titans and for Derrick Henry. Melvin Gordon, on the other hand, we don't know where he's going to be. Will he be in Tampa Bay? Will he be in Miami? Will he be in Houston? If I had to pick, I'd say Houston. Houston feels like the best environment for him. I don't know that Houston's willing to pay him the big bucks yet when they can go get a cheaper running back in the NFL draft. And frankly, I think a lot of these teams are going to take that approach. This is not a great running back environment for these three running backs to be looking for jobs. This rookie running back class is lit. It's 5 or 6 deep in terms of elite talent. You could even throw Zach Moss in that mix. I mean, look at this list of running backs. Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Dandre Swift, Cam Akers. 4 guys you could argue as the 1.01 in rookie-only drafts. All 4 of them have that kind of upside. And then Clyde Boy, A.J. Dillon, and then Zach Moss. Really a lit group. And there are more rookies right here than there are available starting jobs in the NFL, at least like wide open starting jobs. You have 4 or 5 teams. If you take Arizona and Tennessee out, you assume Drake goes to Arizona, you assume Derrick Henry signs with Tennessee. You have 5 teams maybe that need a running back, and maybe only 4 of them, maybe 5, but 4 of them that probably need a running back bad enough that they're willing to spend Melvin Gordon type capital on, or Kareem Hunt, or whatever. A lot of these teams are going to say, let's fill the need with a cheap rookie running back that falls way too late in the 4th or 5th round of the NFL draft. That to me means Derrick Henry is going to find a home. Kenyan Drake, I'm writing into Arizona. I think the Cardinals know what they have with Drake. They went and traded for him for a reason. I think they are willing to retain him. But if he goes elsewhere, then that means that Kareem Hunt's definitely not going to find a role elsewhere. I think Kareem Hunt re-signs with Cleveland, and I'm okay with that as a Nick Chubb believer. Everybody's going to react negatively to Kareem Hunt re-signing in Cleveland, and that's going to make both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both cheaper to grab and handcuff together and get a top 5 to 10 lock at running back for 2020. Stefanski's now in Cleveland. He was in Minnesota last year, turned Dalvin Cook into a fantasy football machine. He's going to do the same thing with Nick Chubb, who was already freaking amazing in 2019. He's going to have 15 to 20% more receptions and yards in 2020 under Stefanski. Stefanski will limit that passing attack to a degree that hurts both Odell and Landry. This is bad news for Landry and Odell owners, Stefanski landing in Cleveland, but it's great news for Nick Chubb and that running attack in Cleveland in 2020. Don't look at Kareem Hunt as a negative, because if Nick Chubb went down, you wouldn't miss a beat with top 5 to 10 running back production out of Kareem Hunt. And I don't think Stefanski is going to use both of them to the point where Chubb's value is going to be bad. He was still a very good running back in 2019, even with Kareem Hunt on roster. But you can't compare last year to this year because Stefanski's now running things. Stefanski's going to use Nick Chubb all over the field, and that includes new usage in the passing game. So don't compare Hunt and Chubb from last year. If Hunt is on the roster, it's a whole entirely different thing. Now, in that, there is some craftiness to going and getting Kareem Hunt only and using your top 8 to 10 overall pick on another player. I like that approach too. Get yourself a Devontae Adams and draft Kareem Hunt anyways. I like that approach as well. Melvin Gordon, I hope, is in Houston. If I had to pick a home for him, I think Houston would be the best option for Melvin Gordon, his running style, and I believe the Texans would use him properly, and he's going to make that entire offense function at a much higher level. Look for Deshaun Watson to have a huge 2020. I think he takes a big step forward this upcoming season. And real quickly, as for my rookie running backs, I predict that J.K. Dobbins or Dandre Swift will climb ahead of Jonathan Taylor once we get landing spots. Coming out of the combine, you kind of got to rank Taylor number 1. He had the best combine. Teams are viewing him as an every down back, so he could go, he could be the first running back off the board in the NFL draft. It makes him kind of the default rookie running back as of right now, but I think that will change. I think if J.K. Dobbins lands in Houston or in Tampa Bay or in Kansas City, or if Swift lands in Houston, Tampa Bay, then I think one of these guys will catapult above Jonathan Taylor. But I'm not down on Taylor. I like Taylor a lot. In the right spot, he's going to thrive. And I predict this rookie running back class to produce at least 2 top 12 overall players. One of them could be top 5 to 10. It could take a year or 2, but they'll be that good. This class will be that good. And where will Tom Brady be in 2020? It sounds like the Bucs are going to make a big push. I don't blame them. I personally don't believe in Jameis Winston for the future. It's hard to buy into anybody that threw 30 INTs. I'm sorry, I don't see a future for him in the league past 1 or 2 or 3 years. But that's me. I could be wrong. Maybe the LASIK surgery will help him. But Tampa Bay is clearly looking at their options, and one of those options is Tom Brady. What would that mean for Godwin and Evans? I think one of them is going to be top 5 to 10, no question about it. But I don't know that any change is good for the dynamic at play here in Tampa Bay. While I don't believe in Winston, it can't be a good thing for Evans and Godwin to lose their quarterback. The rapport is crazy. The amount of passing that Winston did was insane, but I don't know that Godwin and Evans will both do just as good as they did last year in 2020 under Tom Brady. But I know Tom Brady's a much better option than a lot of the other options. So it's not a bad thing if Tom Brady's in Tampa Bay, and I think he'll have a good year. I think he's undervalued in fantasy football right now because people think Tom Brady's done. Give him Evans and Godwin, and you're looking at a top 5 to 10 QB in 2020. Does he have 2 or 3 years left? Probably not. But let's take it 1 year at a time, depending on his landing spot. Let's not overreact and call Tom Brady done when you don't even know where he's playing. That does it for today's news in fantasy football. If you enjoyed the news show format, comment below. Tell me you want more news, and let's get to it in 2020. Have faith. I think the NFL season is going to be fine, but stay safe. Wash them hands and take care of your chicken and your Mentos and your TP. Get that toilet paper. Top 5 running back.
You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Take a lap.